What about making your sound better?
Okay, now this is an interesting part. So we've already done 1 millisecond on each of these two instruments that are playing simultaneously. So now I'm going to start changing. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to change this to 1.5 milliseconds. You don't want to really go above 3 milliseconds, so you need to figure out your place between them. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to put this at 20 milliseconds. Listen to my sound. I'm going to just kind of move quickly here for you guys. I can already hear you guys getting antsy over there. I would be too. It's like, get on with it, bro. This is actually a good point. I'm glad I turned this on. So you see and you can hear what the width is doing, and also you can play with the feedback on each one, make them a little bit different. I don't really see like that we need to, but you know, you can. Did you notice when this pluck, see before when I first figured this out, I started with just this rack with an EQ and I was like, great, it sounds awesome. But then I noticed on plucks specifically, or pianos or stuff of that nature, I was like, oh shoot, I'm ruining the sound. Sure, it sounds wider, but I'm ruining the sound. That's when I decided to start using this rack, because I was like, we need that 0 millisecond. We need that to be right on point. No phasing, no tearing, no stretching, no dimension expansion, nothing. Just straight up out of the synthesizer, how it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? That's why we keep this at 0, because this is what we want the ear to really be hearing, is that full sound, you know, as it's supposed to sound, but then we're stretching it using this instead of some, you know, shady ass third-party widening tool. I'm going to switch these bad boys up. Move it here now. And some of you guys are smart enough. You guys can figure out your own methods for this. You know, you might even expand on this idea. Expand the crap out of it if you can. You know, get creative. Be creative. Because that's all this is, and that's how I came to this conclusion. This is not something I watched in a tutorial, except for I did, after I figured this out, I did go online. I think there's a guy, and he does the Recording Revolution, I think it is. I think he has a tutorial that's similar to this. But I stumbled upon it on my own. I thought I would research it just a little bit. I'm going to open this one up here, like this. Again, I'm moving fast, so if I'm making small mistakes, don't judge me, you know. I'm just a guy with 2 cats, just trying to make it in this world. All right, let's hear this. Dope. Cool. Let's move on to the pad. Then we'll be done with this section, and then I'm going to show you how you can apply this to stuff like your drums, because you'll be like, damn, dude, I want my drums to sound big and wide now too. There is a way. There is a way, my boy. Let's just get through this. Dang it, I keep screwing up. Guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to screw up. Cool. So you remember how we have 1 millisecond on one, 1 millisecond on another. Now we have 1.5 on this one. Let's get more creative, and let's go 2 milliseconds here. 24 milliseconds here. Okay, cool. Let's take a little listen here. We can turn this whole thing off right now. Cool. I'm glad this is happening here. So when you see something like this, obviously I'm coming out of the synth a little too hot. I could just turn this bad boy down, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to just use our volume here. I'm going to go -5 here, and where I go -5 there, I need to go right here. You see how we have our left and right volume? Ooh, not enough. Okay, I can tolerate that. I'm going to boost this a little more. Cool. Move this one over here. I know that we have other sounds up in this area, but we have limited spectrum space. And this is a totally different sound. 0 similarities. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to swap these two. And again, if this is my like song, I'd be spending like crazy amount of detail on where I'm putting these guys, and I might even write down where the main frequencies are sitting so that I know, so I don't have to keep wondering or looking back. I write them down, dude. I straight write that shit down on a piece of paper with pencil, sometimes pen. You might need to do the same thing. And again, I copy my work from here. I'm going to paste him here because I want to know what I did on the other chain so I don't get all confused. Just trying to move along for you guys here, just like the song. Yeah, you heard me. All American Rejects, the song. Move along. I feel like if I left the sound like this and I was performing at a nightclub, I'd get no bitches after. But if I had done my, homework and watched this tutorial, I get all the bitches. Little music production comedy there for you guys. Don't steal my jokes. Not chill. All right, let's hear how all this sounds now. Sounding pretty good. And you can only imagine, this is just a quick mock-up of how you would do this with different instruments. If you have a bunch of super saws, the left and right different EQ is going to definitely help you with phasing and stuff like that. That's going to really make a big difference. You know what I mean? And I don't know how many layers you guys have in your song. Sometimes I have a crazy amount, but the less layering you do and you use this to open things up, make things sound bigger and fatter, is going to make things sound even better. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you here is how to enrich your sounds. This is also a big deal. Now, I use a lot of tape saturation plugins like the Studer or whatever it's called from UAD. Actually, let's use one where you guys probably have, the Kramer from Waves. I know you guys all torrented it. Don't even act like you didn't, because you did. You torrented it. And if you didn't, you had somebody else do it. And that's fine, dude. We all know this shit's real expensive. So this is a cool one, but I'm not going to get into depth with this, but something like this, adding as much tape saturation, believe me, makes a huge difference when you put it across the board. It makes a big flippin' difference. It's all about harmonics in music. So if your music sounds dead, you need to start adding harmonic saturation and more harmonic content. And I'm going to show you a free plugin that you can get called the OTT from Xfer. You can also use the OTT setting, which this is based off from Ableton. So let's go here. I just, I trust Steve Duda. He works with deadmau5. He created Serum. This guy is a synthesis legend. So I trust him more than I trust myself and more than I trust the people at Ableton. Though the stuff in the Ableton, audio effects, whatever, it's all great stuff. All of it is great, great, great stuff. And sometimes it's better for you to use something that's from your DAW than a third-party plugin, believe it or not, because it works better in the DAW. In the DAW itself, the plugins that come with it sometimes work better in conjunction with the DAW. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, you can use this. It's all the same stuff. You see how there's more flexibility in the OTT in the multiband here, but you don't need to worry about all this crazy flexibility. All you need to do is throw this guy on. I'm going to get rid of this guy. Again, this is free. Go to Xfer. Just look up Xfer Records on Google, and you'll find the OTT. It's free. Okay? They have a bunch of free stuff. Get it all. It's good.